A classic ruined by peppers, olive oil that's light on olives, and getting more than you bargained for from the soda fountains. As you head off on your next lunch break for a delicious sub sandwich, keep in mind these shady things you never knew about the Jersey Mike's menu. Bread is arguably the overarching ingredient in any form of a submarine sandwich, so it stands to reason that biting down into a good quality roll can easily make or break the dining experience at a hoagie chain.
We've been making submarine sandwiches for over 60 years now, and what's so proud is that we have never changed the quality or the quantity of our product.
While Jersey Mike's is generally celebrated for the quality of its wheat, white, gluten-free, or rosemary parmesan selections, good quality doesn't always equate to freshness, at least according to employees. This is because although the freshest bread is used on all cold subs, loaves that are at least a day old are allegedly used on toasted sandwiches. According to a handful of Jersey Mike's employee admissions across the internet, it's not uncommon to reach for day-old rolls when constructing hot sandwiches, said one of these workers on Reddit. At my store, we only use the bread from the day before for hot subs. All cold subs use fresh bread. This slightly off-putting admission was echoed across the board, with one professed general manager on a separate thread decisively confirming this claim. However, if you prefer a good toasted sub with melted cheese, you might still avoid a potentially stale loaf by specifically requesting fresh bread. As employees report, they will honor your wishes. It's just that you've got to remember to explicitly do so while ordering. There's nothing quite like olive oil to give your bready Jersey Mike's sandwich some extra depth and flavor.
It's real red wine vinegar and olive oil blend. It's called the juice. And at Jersey Mike's, it adds that jazz.
A quick splash of the stuff on your original Italian can certainly serve to take each ham and provolone-filled bite to the next level. But would your opinion change if you knew that the olive oil used in your favorite sandwich shop was actually a fake mixture? According to employees, Jersey Mike's olive oil doesn't include much olive oil at all. One employee addressed this in a comment to a consumer on Reddit, stating, "You don't want to buy the olive oil. It is 75% soybean oil and 25% olive seed oil." The issue is so well known and subsequently criticized among employees that one alleged worker started a dedicated thread on the subject on Reddit, simply titled, "Yo, why do we call it olive oil?" One employee responded by saying that before the COVID-19 pandemic and subsequent shutdowns, the chain did in fact use olive oil before having to switch to the blend. Whether or not the change to a blend was indeed brought on by the pressures of the COVID-19 pandemic or some other reason, one thing seems indisputable. The olive oil on your sandwich is likely to be mostly made of soy products. You will have to decide for yourself if this is an issue or not. Salami and cheese go together like peanut butter and jelly, yet the timeless and delicious sandwich combination is surprisingly not present on the Jersey Mike's menu. And no, it's not even on the franchise's secret menu. However, according to workers, that hasn't stopped customers from ordering it anyway. But should you order a salami and cheese, know that you do so at your own risk. This is because due to the lack of official guidelines on how to construct the sandwich, the size, amount of toppings, and price of this off-menu item can vary greatly from location to location. As an alleged worker on Reddit admitted to a dissatisfied customer who received a poorly filled salami and cheese from the chain. It can be super confusing for all employees, and TBH, I don't have a good answer of what it should weigh. It's not part of normal training to go over subs that aren't on the menu. Uncertainty regarding the amount of meat and cheese to place within the made-up sandwich, as well as how to properly price it, abounds among workers, so it might not be worth the risk of ordering it in the first place. Currently, one of the most celebrated items on the Jersey Mike's menu is surely its Chipotle chicken cheese steak sub, calling for chicken strips, melted American cheese, spicy mayonnaise, and a handful of caramelized onions and peppers. This hot sandwich is a top pick as far as many consumers and employees are concerned. But this epic sandwich with the power to convert customers to the ways of Jersey Mike's chain is apparently not without its flaws. According to the sandwich assemblers themselves, a few too many peppers from heavy-handed workers can change the taste of the entire dish, and not for the positive. In their answer to a user asking for advice on what to order, an alleged worker said on Reddit, "Yeah, I'd definitely recommend the number 42, Chipotle chicken. Also maybe ask for light peppers because I know some of my coworkers overdo the peppers. If you're looking for more of a balanced flavor in your next Chipotle chicken cheese steak order, it might be in your best interest to ask for workers to go easy on the acidic peppers." Thankfully, a gluten allergy is not an automatic disqualifier when it comes to enjoying a sandwich at Jersey Mike's, which offers gluten-free bread for those with celiac disease and other gluten sensitivities. According to some employees and customers alike, there may be better restaurants to get your gluten-free sandwich fix, both for product satisfaction and for safety reasons. As a user on the Reddit community r/glutenfree wrote, "They cross-contaminate everything. As they make the regular gluten cold sandwiches, all the extra topping that falls off gets pushed back into the ingredient bin." To be fair, other alleged employees claimed that their locations had separate counters and equipment for assembling gluten-free orders. Yet, going by other accounts, it appears that not all stores exercise this same level of precaution. This is evidenced by one unfortunate post in which a consumer writes that they had an allergic reaction after ordering a gluten-free sandwich at the chain. Besides cross-contamination, there is the quality of the buns themselves to consider. The bread is sourced from Udi's, which, according to some customers and staff, does not always stand up to ample fillings and sauces. As one user wrote, "It's for sure a must-eat in, don't take out situation, otherwise I end up with mush by the time I make the 15-minute drive home." Chicken strips are the backbone of many sandwiches at Jersey Mike's. Take the number 16, that would be the Hot Mike's Chicken Philly, which simply would not be the same without the sliced chicken at its core. But while this particular poultry sandwich might be an absolute slam dunk for customers, thanks to its combination of chicken, melted cheese, peppers, and onions, the unseasoned strips themselves are not very enjoyable, according to employees. Across a variety of online threads, Jersey Mike's workers admit that the chicken is underwhelming. Unlike the chain's steak strips, which are seasoned during cooking, the chicken ones are left completely bare. As an alleged employee wrote on Reddit, "Yeah, the chicken unfortunately is kind of bland by itself. There are some stores that do pepper on the chicken, but it's rare from what I've seen." However, don't lose hope just yet. Workers do confirm that if a customer specifically requests a sprinkle of salt or pepper be added to their poultry, it can usually be done during the assembly of the sandwich. In fact, many employees do this when constructing their own sandwiches as a rule. It's no secret that fast food soft drink fountains can harbor some serious reserves of bacteria. A 2023 research study published in Water Supply found that a whopping 41% of fountain drink stations in fast food eateries were found to be hosting potentially dangerous bacteria like Listeria, Salmonella, and E. coli. As much as we might want to believe that the fountains at our favorite local Jersey Mike's are not included in this infected percentage, there's a chance that they could be. A rather shocking video posted to Reddit by a seriously upset Jersey Mike's customer features a blackened, dirty nozzle that allegedly came from a Jersey Mike's soda machine. The nozzle, the user claimed, had fallen off into their drink. They had sipped on it all day without noticing the machine component at the bottom of the cup. Though this scenario might make you cringe, the grimy spout featured in the video is unfortunately not the only thing hinting at a lack of cleanliness. There have been multiple incidents in which select Jersey Mike's locations have been dinged by health inspectors for having dirty soda fountain nozzles. Though this likely isn't the case at every single Jersey Mike's location, and is probably an issue at other fast food chains too, it may be enough to cause doubt before you place an order for a large Coke at the chain. If the massive sandwich coming to you from behind the counter at Jersey Mike's isn't enough, there's also what often looks like a pretty incredible finisher on the menu to help round out your lunch: a brownie.
Ooh, brownies!
The chain's chocolate chip brownies may be the perfect dessert option when your palate is craving something sweet. Yet, according to employees, they're nothing special in the wider world of fast food desserts, at least when it comes to originality. A handful of alleged employees hopped on a Reddit thread to illuminate a user's question about where Jersey Mike's gets their brownies from. The answer? David's Cookies, the same company that sources out Chick-fil-A's brownies. An alleged Qdoba worker in a separate discussion also pointed out that their chain utilizes David's Cookies as well. However, many argue that the brownies are delicious, even if they aren't unique to Jersey Mike's. To many, there's nothing quite like a splash of red wine vinegar to elevate your sandwich eating experience. Not only does it add a bit of complexity to the overall taste, but the ingredient can also provide some much-needed acid to balance out the salt and cut through the fat of other ingredients.
The vinegar and oil is really what makes us a sub above. It gives
this is the juice. This
gives
is
that extra flavor.
Okay.
The Jersey Mike's red wine vinegar blend is a variant that is so enjoyable, it's prompted many consumers to search for where to buy it or recreate the blend at home. The answer provided by one employee on a Reddit thread was anticlimactic, with the alleged worker writing, "It's literally Jersey Mike's brand vinegar that we get from Cisco." The original poster seemed disappointed to find out that not only is there no public recipe, but that the Cisco blend is not available to regular consumers in a grocery store. This is corroborated by other alleged Jersey Mike's employees as well, so there remains little doubt as to where the vinegar comes from. It seems like the sad truth is that your trips to Jersey Mike's will likely be the only way to get your fix, unless you have a Cisco connection yourself. When's the last time you can remember Jersey Mike's offering up something new on its menu? The chain is nothing if not steadfast when it comes to its food, but recently, the company seemingly stepped out on a limb and added a brand new test menu item. The Nacho and Cool Ranch Philly items are new takes on increasingly popular bowl-based meals and call for flamin' hot Cool Ranch Doritos chips, assorted peppers and veggies, and the preferred protein of your choice, served in a container instead of bread. Although it appears it is only being offered up at select test locations, there were originally high expectations for the spicy newcomer. Sadly, employees of the franchise are suggesting the bowl is a bust. In a Reddit thread about the new Nacho and Cool Ranch Philly bowls, users commented that consumers and workers alike were unimpressed, and an alleged employee summed it up by writing, "We have sold maybe 4 of them, and everyone has said they were eh."